is presented in collaboration with FRESHH Inc. and contains mature themes and strong language. And now, please enjoy Small Water Woman.
Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water to be baptized. None but the righteous, none but the righteous,
We
none but
the earth, skies, and waters. This collection is a tribute to the parts of me that are made of water and made to water. The parts of me like the parts of the earth that sustain life off of its water or aid in growing from its waters. These poems began as a journal of my most intimate works, mostly about love. However, as I grew, I discovered that my lovemaking mirrored my politics, sincere with passion and in the spirit of liberation. The feminine Orisha all take the forms of bodies of water, large and small. Oshun, the Orisha who amongst many things brings us love, sensuality, and creativity, governs rivers. This collection is my offering to her and testimony to the gifts she has brought me. There are waters, sweet and some of salt, that remind us we are natural mysteries. In these ways, the body waters the places where many of my poems live. This collection is both offering and testimony to being a woman, whole and of love and war and purpose and pleasure and made up of small waters.
sea lion woman, she drink coffee, she drink tea, and then she go home. She's a sea lion woman, sea lion woman, dressed in green. She wears silk stockings with golden seams. She's a sea lion woman, sea lion woman, dressed in red. Make a man lose his head, sea lion woman. Wiggle, wiggle, turn like a cat. Wink at a man and he wink back, sea lion woman. Empty his pockets and wreck his days. Make him love her and she fly away, sea lion woman.
Thank you. I feel like I should keep my fan with me. How y'all doing? Now y'all gotta talk now. Come on. This is like, any of y'all go to church? Let them use you. All right. Any of y'all go to the cafe? Maybe not. Any of y'all go to the club? No judgment on that. This is like all of that combined into one. Welcome to Small Water Woman. My name is Goldie Patrick. The beautiful angelic voice you heard is Autumn Mitchell. She's 16 years old. I roll with an Endangered with me, yes, at all times. She is one of two parts. So this is my tribute. So we're going to have some fun. If you uptight, loosen up, because this is not the space to be uptight. I'm going to tell you all my business, so I need you to be there with me. Okay? Small Water Woman is the name of my second collection of poetry. It's divided into 4 parts. It pays homage to Oshun, the Orisha over sensuality, creativity, medicine, healing, so many things. It is my testimony to the politics of my black womanness and all that's sexy about it. And with that said, I expect y'all to testify, shout, pass a basket, do something, but let me know you are here with me as I bear soul on stage. We'll go through each chapter. The first chapter we're in is the water breaking. My mama gave me water first, a small body of water for me to grow into. And the poem that opens up this section is called Honey Child, right? Anybody ever been called Honey Child growing up? Listen here, honey child, you need to sit down. You're doing too much. Well, my honey child is my older sister. Yes? Truly, truly a honey child. I'll go in and out of using this stand. So, the first poem, Water Breaking, Honey Child. I am her sister. She is cosmic colored, my hero. A favorite sovereign in untold myth. Hard to believe, she is mystery. Light brown, sugar-coated black girl with jagged edges, who is soft, but when it toughens, don't never get back soft. But it's still sweet. You can taste her sweetness when she smiles. Mouth open like flowers in bloom for her smart mouth and rap spit. Skin tinted the color of gold. Hard to peel, thick orange rind layers to her. Red lip juicy. Baby hair slicked down, edges held in place, and a tightly snatched top knot. She is old school fine. There's a honey pot sitting perfectly between her thighs, and she don't apologize for that. She is my sister and my hero too. Thank y'all. Now y'all don't have to clap in between each poem because it'll just be weird and it'll take up time. Testify during the poem. This is a poem for black girls with black girl names. Any black girl names out here? Yes. What's your black? Say them out loud so I hear them. Yes. Yes. All of it. This is for y'all, for us. For black girls with black girl names like Letitia, Ranae, and Precious. Our names may not easily fit the mouths of many, but when spoken by us, it's a spell, affirmation, exclamation, prayer. Our bodies may not be model for everyone, but God is in our frame. Those never afraid to praise and worship us speak amen and ashe to our temples. Our moves be a drum call to ancestors, baby and beyond, telling them to rise, move, love, and exist. We be healing and heavy, and reminder of what we work to forget. Ashe. All right now. The photography you see is provided by David L. McDuffie, and all my business is out there in it. All right. I am born and raised and proudly from Detroit, Michigan. Anybody from? No. Yes, I see you. Ew. Okay. I have to do that because that's authentic to who I am. Part of being a Detroit girl means that I'm born surrounded by the Great Lakes, Huron, Ontario, Michigan, Erie, and Superior. I believe that there is something magical about the women that come from Michigan surrounded by so much water. This poem is a dedication to us. Dedicated poem to yourself. In our homes, a place called home where the shallow drown, where lost blessings found, precious gifts bestowed from short trips atop her waters. We be her daughters. Beautiful, brown skins, thick thighs, smart mouths, natural grit, real live goddesses bearing truths of the myth. DNA mirrors ancient math, architecture of my frame the same the first people had. Not a whole lot to explain, it's how we be made, the women who come from them lakes. 5, hard to figure out for common folk how we drip honey when we move real slow, how we know how to ride and not rock the boat, women born of small waters. Got swaying hips, deep tide, sweet water kisses, natural water dives. Feeding off our fruits kept spirit alive. Our sweet be more than a nation's food supply. We are your reason why. We born with charred bellies from our grind, belly be full from babies, food, and fire, all at different times. Born, surrounded by wet, freedom waters that never forget and forever remind. We got work to do, daughter, and not a lot of time. We be women who built homes from them lakes. 5. So I am a woman of a certain age. And I am a woman without children that I have given birth to on my own. This is where this piece comes from. They say, when I was born, said I was special. When I was tested in kindergarten, said I was average. When I was 7, said I had childbearing hips. When I was grown, said I can't have kids. I learned how to not believe them. I'll teach my children the same. I've dedicated my life work to working with the most amazing girls of various ages and women. And this is a poem that is close to my heart, and it's something that I encourage, when you buy the book, I encourage you to read this almost like a bedtime story in place of some fairy tales that we tell our little girls. There'll be hula hoops in my daughter's room. I'll never make her cross her legs. I will help her play in the mud. I will teach her that her mind is as much a private part as anywhere else. Safe sex is as much about sharing your dreams as it is sleeping with someone. We won't train for bras or breasts. We'll only nickname stuffed animals, not body parts. I won't cry or panic when she breaks her first bones or heart. I'll remind her we are born to heal. I'll grease her scalp. Teach her how apple cider vinegar and coconut oil fix everything. Yes, she could wear beads in her hair, a whole head of them if she wants to. Not sure I'll have it in me to Vaseline edges, lie, perm, and tears. That shit burns. I hope she never knows what it feels like to be hit by anyone. I'll celebrate her tries as much as her victories and losses too. She and I will dance as much as we cry. I will make space for her to cry. We'll laugh and sing as much as we talk. I hope she screams to test the rise of her voice, but can convince with a whisper. I'll rear her to believe in magic, her own and others. So I see in the audience some young women that I have worked with. The person running the show is a young girl that I work with, Autumn. So this is my dedication to you. A thank you note to girl poets. You will write a poem that will save a life, a sister's life, not because you're a superhero that you read about or a crime fighter in clothes that are impeccably tight and you're built Barbie doll perfect enough. You'll save a sister's life because you will write your own words, considerations, air your mystery, bleed through verse, reverse the lies of your lineage in lyric, and she'll learn bravery. And she can bandage raw wrist from cuts, cuffs, and clutches too tight against her will with your words. Your poem will substitute notes of sorrow and suicide and become speakerphone for the silenced. Kamaya, when you write, you will save a mama's life who once was young in their once upon a time and accidentally packed away their wildest dream while making dinner, while making home, while making love, while making sure everyone else is okay. You will help them to remember the way their selfish dresses their dreams, the savor of their lost smile and laugh. Shayla, when you write, You must write because it will save your life. When you sit alone to scribble out despair and listen to the voices, learn their names and why they speak to you. They will teach you how to survive your anguish. Make poems from the could-be eulogy of your lonely. Craft love poems from imagination into prophecy. Give them a page to live on so you can live. They will help you save your own life. It'll be natural and necessary. It'll heal. Through the saltwater storm, the bloodshed, the vacancies in your soul, the runaway deep breath, a poem will be born on the other side. When you write, it will last forever. You will live forever. We will live forever when you write. So, thank you in advance for being brave and girl and writing and saving our lives.
Here I am again, asking questions, waiting to be moved. I am so unsure of my perception. What I thought I knew, I don't seem to. Where is the turn so I can get back to what I believe in back? So they owed me, and God, please hear my call. I am afraid for me. Love has burned me wrong. I need your healing, please.
We pour libations for the ancestors who have transitioned, for our family and friends, for my great-grandmother, Goldie Carmichael, Ibashe, for my grandmother, Ada Patrick Ibashe, Ada Knox Ibashe, my granddaddy, John Tass Fuller, Dr. Sherelle Berryman Johnson, Keon T. White, Reggie Ray Ibashe, Patricia McIntosh Ibashe, Charles McIntosh Ibashe, and for my father, Lawrence Clarence Patrick Jr. Ibashe. To all the ancestors' names we know and don't know.
Love has burned me wrong. I need your healing, please. God, please hear my call. I am afraid for me. Love has burned me wrong. I need your healing, please.
Ashe. Too gangster to be crying up on a Kennedy Center stage. Got people out there, some on Saw Stream Live, and people, folks in Detroit done seen me crying now. Let me sit down. My father transitioned on January 12th, 2017. For Daddy's girls, if one day you ever have to lose your father, Scream in terror from the deepest part of your being for as long as you need. Breathe. Hold your tongue on cursing God because he is God and you would never curse him. Shut your eyes tightly to hold in the memories when the tears rush out. Regret any time you ever said a lover broke your heart, because no pain could compare to this. Wrap your arms around your knees when you collapse in the shower as you try to figure out how and why. No, there are no answers. But you never questioned him in life and won't know how to question him now. Hear his voice call you baby girl or precious or just your name, but lock his voice as the sound of your consciousness. You'll need it for later. Don't practice saying he's gone. No matter how many times you try to wrap your mouth around the syllables, they will never fit. It will never sound true. It will always feel crazy to say. Look in the mirror and find all his features, the ones he left behind on your face. Treasure the features like they were rubies. Wear them like they are diamonds. When you lock yourself away from the world in your bathroom, bedroom, or closet, make sure you let him in the quiet space with you. He will still hold you. You will feel his protection, and he won't really feel gone. He won't feel gone at all. Oh, goodness. The way Black folks show up. There's an index in my book, and I will continue to try to find each page without the index because I don't know. The way Black folks show up. Hands full with green beans, cognac, pound cake, love, mashed potatoes, faith, spaghetti, ham, lasagna, hope, wine, apple pie, peach cobbler, beef roast, prayers, and fried chicken to cover kitchen counters. Potato salad and macaroni and cheese, holy offerings, meant to fill your belly up because they can't fix your heart that feels broken. Shoes left at the front door, coats stacked and abandoned in the closet, in a rush to lay eyes on the family where we remember we're all family. Arms open to give hugs and grab you close, make sure you're breathing, with mystic glue-like love to put you together where you were falling apart. Open palms, soothe, hovered backs, rubbing out the tears so they can flow freely. We're the men. Fill up the empty air in the room where his voice used to linger. And they turn on the game so that it feels like he is still there, where you aren't allowed to forget, because memory is one of the gifts folks stop by to share with you. This is the tears section of the book. And it deals with like all the different ways in which we feel like we lose, whether it is a physical losing of people or lost in life. And I'm single. True story. All right, blank. Bad lovers make great poems. Great lovers make better gospel. I have writer's block. Yep, true story. Speaking of which, let me tell y'all, okay, hold on. Okay, because I'm a nice person. But sometimes you have to say really honest things, but in a nice way. And this is a nice way to say you got me fucked up. So the actual part is the fucked up, but it's a nice way to say it. Confusion. Okay. I don't want from you. And I don't have things I want of you. My hand's too full to want to steal, hold, or possess. Show me your open palm. Claim the same intent. Your tightly closed fist suggests you have already taken, stored, and kept what of mine I never offered or could afford to lose. Got me fucked up. You got to smile at the end. Speaking of which, I got one of those too. An apology. And since this is like global, maybe everybody in his family can see it and they can hear the apology. This poem is written to be read from the top, bottom, and from the bottom to the top. So I'll read it both ways. Dear you, maybe next lifetime forever. Love, me. From the bottom to the top. Me. Love forever next lifetime. Maybe. You, dear. Listen. I ain't even gonna say a whole bunch more about that one. Right? Yeah, you left behind your scent. True story. Let me look and see. No, he not here. Okay, we can go in then. We can go in. You ain't got to see. Okay. You left. I can smell you in the air. A cologne of, I'm a bit too broken to even admit I'm broken from when you left running. Left behind your scent in my bed, smelling of possibility, smelling of chance, smelling of our bodies meeting, our souls lingering just a little too long, long enough to allow me to remember what you smell like when you lay, body naked, soul bare, wounds open, eyes closed, your fears bastard. I can smell you in the air. I leave my home to be unreminded of you, to submerge in a crowd of people. Even then, it's like you were there right before me to paint the air to haunt me. Because even in that crowd of non-yous, I can still smell you. Like I bathed in you. Poured pieces of your aroma in my sweet white amber oil. Dabbed you behind my ears and pulse points. Slipped into you like my favorite pair of bra and panties, as if I'm wearing you underneath my clothes. I'm wearing you underneath my clothes. Your scent is so strong, like cheap drugstore spray on body splash. My mixture is delicate and intoxicating, mixed perfectly when I am made to sweat, get wet, and pour out parts of me. I'm gentle in the way I seduce the senses of my lovers, because when it's conjured like mine is, it's not easy to wipe away. I was sure we would mix well. I can't even smell myself over the scent of you. I have bathed in coconut milk, scrubbed with lavender and sea salt, bought all new bed linen in case it was left behind permanently in my sheets. I soaked my hair, bought new body oils, thrown away my favorite pair of panties, the black lace ones you liked, and bra that I love to wear with it, that one. I am naked in my own aroma. I can still smell you in the air. You left behind your scent. So can you just please come over? You'd be mad, but like, okay, so just one last time. Cleanse me, Oshun. Cleanse me.
my days look low, pull me in close and don't let me go. Make love to me when the world's at war. Let our love heal us all. Right now, baby, make love to me. Oh, oh, make love to me. Hey, and I don't know much about girls, but I've been shot by you. Hey, and I don't know when I'm gonna die, but I hope that I'm gonna die by you. Hey, I don't know much about fighting, but I know I will fight for you. Hey, just when I ball up my fist, I realize I'm laying right next to you, baby. We ain't got nothing but love. And darling, you got enough for the both of us. So come on, baby, make love to me when my days look low. Pull me in close and don't let me go. Make love to me when the world's at war. Let our love heal us all. Help me let down my guard. Make love to me.
Yesterday in our conversation, I explained that I am a revolutionary woman who is very clear that as I give this world all that I have and don't even really have to give, that love ultimately is the response to replenish so that I can go and face the world the next time. Without love, I can't continue to be the soldier that I am. The sun is playing peekaboo through our blinds. I can smell new day, hear the soft sounds of work, screws meeting new wood he's building. From the edge of my bed, I can see the sun-soaked mahogany, the creak of steps under my bare feet reveal I'm up. He pauses, stops working for the first time since sunrise, greets me with coffee, salutes me good morning, and goes back to work, ritual and routine. He's working, building me a chair. In his corner of our shared home, he has set out tools, materials, and space. Space to create. Catty Corner from where I've been sitting on the floor for months now, writing from a makeshift seat of a milk crate. He asked if I wanted more. Something real. A chair of my own, because if I did, he'd build it for me from scratch with his hands. His hands are power tool strong and Egyptian cotton soft, mesmerized by rough and gentle masterpieces they are. I have never had anything built for me. I suppose that's why he's doing it. Said, I need a place to sit, talk to God, and listen. Somewhere comfortable where I can be slow and eat, because I always forget to eat. I move too fast. He always remembers and he feeds me. asked me what design did I want. I told him I couldn't even imagine what a chair for me would look like. He said, it's got to be a place where I want to be, strong enough to hold me, reliable too. I deserve a place to be easy and honest, where we can take fire and flame from our belly, smoke each other out if the moment calls for it, where I can rock back, close my eyes, and still see night skies, trace messages in the stars, peel back the corners of the sky, kiss the moon if I want. A place for past and future, some real black shit like my grandma probably had. A place where our one-day daughter can sit between my legs for the ritual of parting seas of kinks and sliding coconut salve to scalp. A place where stories be told between legs, a comfortable place of rights for her to become a woman. Somewhere where we can play chess. He beats me every time. I don't let him win. He's just better than me. Where we could listen to the Quincy Jones and Donny Hathaway album, or listen to the New Tribe, or listen to each other, or listen to nothing at all. A place where I can dream eyes open. Said it should fit my wide hips and crooked spine. He's a master carpenter. Has put me back together time and time again, yet never tried to fix any of the broken parts of me. He's a lover of art. The chair is almost done. He's sanding over the roughest parts, staining it a beautiful toasted brown to match my tone. He kept the dents in the wood and all of the markings, the ones that give it character. He doesn't pursue the perfect, pays more attention to other things. Carving in the back of the chair the date he completed it. The chair will be ready when I get ready. He assures me whenever I am ready, the chair will be there for me. Whenever I am ready. All right. So this is the section where we particularly get all in my business. We're during tech, after we saw the slides. I just told the tech crew, like, hey, y'all, all right, y'all know too much about me. Okay, so y'all will know this about me too. But it was important for me to make these statements publicly because I didn't feel like I could. I felt like because I'm a maternal figure in my community, I couldn't be sensual. Because I'm political in my community, I couldn't be sexy. Because I'm single, I can't openly talk about sex because it's uncommitted. Guess what? Uncommitted sex is real good. I'm just saying. I'm responsible and all of that good stuff, but I'm not gonna pretend like I don't have sex just because I don't have a boyfriend. No, I get it in. All right. Hi, Mom. Been there before. Not clumsy enough to fall in love no more, but scared enough where I don't go running towards love neither. Alone enough where I don't get lonely when ain't no one here, but alone enough where I'd rather have someone around. Been sexed enough to know just how I like it. Been sexed enough to know just how I don't. Been engaged, been married, been divorced, all enough to know when I'm ready. Been waiting long enough. Speechless. Any poets in this space? The two people. Thank you, two people that are poets. I ride for y'all. Yeah, hey, okay. I told y'all I'm black. We're going to do black things up in here. Okay. I used to be a poet, then I stopped, then I came back. Let me tell you how I came back. It was a man. I saw him read his poetry. It stripped me naked, snatched clothes off my back. I stood bare, a composed destruction. Spitting God, all came crumbling down, softened my hard walls. I opened up, I cried, I was exposed. Before him, I didn't write no more, was speechless. After him, I wanted words. the abandoned bastards of my prayers, my words, the illegitimate children of my love affair with poetry, my words, the premature labors of my run-ons, my words. I let him see me naked, let him peel back corners of tape that were barely keeping me together and revealed what's been hiding. A writer with nothing to say. Ushering deep cornea magic, keeper of blues and herbs in his touch and 1,000 languages in his eyes and a zillion words dancing from his mouth. He kissed me and kept me wide open, like to pour in me all his gifts. And so, when we made love, I gave him all the poems my body was hiding. Afterwards, went home and wrote them all down. He made love to me, and I remembered how to be a poet. Oh, let me tell you about this poem. Hold on, let me stand up for this. Listen, it says, in private, because in public we have to pretend like we are just friends. So I went to Howard, HU, and it was just our homecoming, and I was at an event for homecoming, and I ran into this guy I used to date, and he tried to pretend like he didn't know me, and I was so confused. I was like, is this what we do? Oh, wait, excuse me, sir. It was a choice. It ended. Press on, but I know your mama name, and I got Dropbox files from you, so you're not gonna pretend like you don't know me. Well, that's what we won't do. I'll call you by your whole name in front of these people, but I won't do that. Listen, when no one is here but you and me, I'd like to be still with you. Premeditated moments of quiet, not stolen, not borrowed, not provisional, but communal, gathering your you and my me together. Smirks and stares, long and shared. You have eyes that are centuries wise. I have studied them. I'd like a moment to see myself of the past in your gaze. The casual of your hand on my hips discloses of time had. Comfort. How the ends of my fingers are fluent in the contour of your face and body and story. Silence. That is familiar to us. That may even fill up the empty of the before you got here. I want to be still with you. Again, I rolled my eyes because I got mad. I'm sorry. I don't want to be still no more. I could go back. Speaking of which, anybody shop at the thrift store? Yes, right? Cute clothes. Oh, look, it's on vintage. It's cute. So if you date like the thrift store, it's a whole different thing. And I learned the hard way because I like shopping at the thrift store. So I thought, I could just get a consignment boyfriend or a consignment lover. No. Consignment love doesn't survive. Not time, not weather, not show. It's worn. Ain't never gonna fit you right. It's cheaper for a reason. The first music form that I fell in love with was jazz, and I was at the Blue Note. It was like the 50th anniversary. It was like everybody was playing, and I was in it. And then this young brother came over to me and tried to holler, and he interrupted the old man that was the elder that was next to me, like keeping me company, you know? So I wrote this for him. For the 20-something-year-old that interrupted the jazz concert at Blue Note to try to holler, and for the elder who stood by listening while it happened, take these blue notes. Stiff ain't how jazz supposed to be felt. We supposed to be liquored up, dancing, bodies rubbing in and out of fast and slow, imagining impossible shit, flesh sticking underneath polyester threads. This ain't how you listen to jazz. You too young, eager, 26 and blunt, doing too much, drinking a Heineken, thinking you spitting game when you just spitting on me. Interrupting the mood. Calm down. Fall back. This ain't how you listen to jazz. See him? Yeah, he's doing it right. 66, easy and steady. Pace. Go ahead. Keep up with your flirting. Old man, cognac, please. Real smooth, age strong, smell good. Play on. I knew I liked jazz. This is a 3-part series. A sapiosexual, anybody know what a sapiosexual is? It's a person who is aroused by intellect. Me, hence why I'm single. Shade. All right. There's a nerd talk. There's one at the cafe, but this one takes place in the library. The video you will see is actually my library. Shouts out to me. Okay. I want to make love to your bookcase. Backed up and pinned up against your science fiction section. You, the pattern master, designing an epilogue to my ecstasy. Soft, smooth, underside of your tongue composes fledgling citations on my collarbone. Plant deeply wild seeds, harvest more pleasure than pain. Yashi springing, singing simultaneous to your hand like we be kindred. Ooh, you can read, yes. Whew. You can read me. Inside of the petals of my likeness to literature's lines, you have me praying to Audrey's lords as you plant in my lotus, explaining the newest book you're reading. Book spines emulate mine as you spread open and lick and flip and lick and flip through pages and stages of my story. The liturgy, carnality erect, all between us. Bodies, blank sheets of paper where your epic lives in my moistened skin, solved with salutations and sincerity. You taste sweeter than Sonia's haikus. And you know ain't that sweeter. Okay. You taste sweeter than Sonia's haikus. We are having the illest anthological orgy of Baldwin, Morrison, Brooks, Baraka, Bambara, Matabuti, Giovanni, Dunbar, Shange, Ellison, Hansberry, Cortez, Butler, McKay, genius and shit. Whew. No interference, no interruption when you enter and start talking with them words. The preface to this encounter be the broken language of distant tongues and patois, Creole, Spanglish, jargon, pidgin, broken languages, broken backs, broken headboards, broken open. Codes found and discovered in the grips of fists forced open, succumbing, sentences, stanzas, statements, the cunning construction of a masterpiece of expression. When them words meet ideas and erupt into truth, then these poems be like deep breath, laugh, and shivers. Thoughts become words that become spoken, heard, and held close. And our story is born in the thereafter. That didn't turn nobody else on. All right. Ghetto love is revolution. I wish I could create a time and place where each kiss birthed a child, and each wink and smile added 10 years to the lives of wise elders. I wish the holding of our hands down ghetto streets was the impetus for revolution. So on every corner, current drug dealers and former would see how we look at each other and understand that love is bolder than fear. I wish I could keep you near like all the time, like I could create a cubby hole in the back of my mind and tuck your way your scent there. Nose wide open, you stimulate every one of my senses, and my titillation be the earth's first step for repentance, asking for forgiveness for original sin. And I wish every time I kiss paper and pen, you got aroused, and cures for diseases would be found every time an MC moves a crowd. We both climax and never come down. I wish I could play your soul's rhythm out loud instead of just in my head. I wish I could tag all the dope things you've ever said on the orange line just to make white folks mad. I wish I could describe in language the ecstasy my body has had from your hands' mechanics. I know this seems dramatic. I've been clinging close like dry your sheetless static, but the fact is, I be wishing like this. Whenever I glance your way, you make sensible words hard to say, and I've been played before, rewound, moving too fast forward to be understood. But what I'm trying to say is, you make me wish that I could drive ice cream trucks selling liberation in every project neighborhood. All right. Now we're going to go like strictly to the cafe. Y'all ready? You sure? Y'all feeling all right? It's a little weird. I'm used to like intimate spaces, and I'm like, hey, back there, y'all good? Okay, good. Just want to check. Okay. All right now. Whew. Last section is called spit. Sometimes there's a fire in your belly burned so deeply that you just gotta spit. Oh, you need your shaker, Ray? Give it another round of applause for Autumn.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go to church. You gonna take us to church?
I think I am.
Let's go then. If somebody throws their shoe, you doing it well. If not, it didn't happen.
Somebody throw their shoe. I am an endangered species, but I sing no victim song.
Come on.
I am a woman, I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs.
They ain't hear you all the way back over there.
I am an endangered species. Ooh, yeah. But I sing no victim song. I am a woman.
Come on.
I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. I am an endangered species, and I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. I am an endangered species, and I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. They cut out my sex, they bind my feet. Silence my reflex, no tongue to speak. I work in the fields, I work in the store. I type up the deals and I mop these floors.
Come on.
I am an endangered species, and I sing no victim song. I am a woman, I am an artist, and I know where my voice belongs. I know where my soul belongs. I know where I belong.
I came from Detroit to DC because I went from one chocolate city to the next. I went to Howard University. I stayed in DC. About 5 years ago, I was driving down Hobart Place, and I saw this white woman running, and I was like, oh no, someone tell her she's in harm's way. And then I was like, oh wait, no, she's not. She's white, she's fine. And I was like, when did we start jogging on Hobart? And then I realized that it was different. I am a self-proclaimed womanist. I go into feminist spaces, and they're like, let's fight for women's rights. And I'm like, right on, yes, let's. And now I'm like, let's talk about fibroids. And they're like, who? Where they at? And I'm like, oh, it doesn't affect you. Okay, let's talk about heart disease. No, not that either. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all just discovered intersectionality. That's cute. Okay, so in the words of Alice Walker, womanist is to feminist as purple is to lavender. This is a lavender poem for white women who think I should be a feminist and don't see how their feminism is a threat to my liberation. White women run. Amidst the ancestors' voices, prone to make a series of privileged choices, noises, stares, cares, carelessness, white women run through streets run by bastard men, finally finding space and place where they gain respect and recognition, and their highest ambition is being feared. Brought up in shame, never guided or reared, so too soon they discover that friends and foes look like one another, and sneakers are on the front line of battling brothers, as crowds hover over in prayer of the premature lives taken who confront the pain of being faceless names by buying, selling, using crack, cocaine, only to learn they'll never be able. Unstable are these blocks of concrete. But she runs unapologetically, breaking the monotony of the street, iPod blaring Katy Perry just loud enough to drown the horrific sounds of poverty. Babies with no food to eat, elders who are growing weak, those who are losing sleep from raising other people's seeds. And it really, really bothers me that this route to an early death, an equation for last breaths, doesn't interrupt the much needed stretch for this white women that run, who work to change, who don't seek to understand through so-called outreach, the same women who are first to sign their name on the list to teach, as if their impact erases the imprint of their ancestors' feet against the necks of this so-called minority, as if their presence offers some type of historical truth. Yo, I am so unimpressed with your Ivy League school giving you the privilege to choose. They're the same who introduced this statistical excuse like, wait, it's okay that Tyrone can't read because at least he tried, when that shit would never fly in your home, so why would it fly in mine? That's why every time I drive past neighborhoods undergoing transformation, which is just a fancy word for gentrification, the level of aggravation at the things I see them do, playing Russian roulette with my culture, my men, and my youth. I dare you to tell the truth, that this is nothing more than a game of truth and dare. But when I call you out, oh, I'm being unfair. So you just throw on your sports bra, your gym shorts, and you are free to run, tossing your hair. You run free without a care. I see brisk wind smack the faces of white women who run the trail of police chases, breaking the caution tapes that result in chalk traces. And it really, really bothers me that she runs and no one chases. These are the same women who date raceless in their mind and have yet to see that that is a privilege only inherited to her kind. So she's free to leave behind everything she wants to at home, lace up her Asics, and into our ghettos she roams, through the streets that normally we would fear, but for her, it's all clear, because she's on a path, running. Slow, slow, then fast, running so far from her own past, giving all that she has, because white women run carefree, and it eats at me, because I see them running and shackled weight of our feet, keep us standing still, being passed up by Julie, Ann, and Becky, and this race for equality that they think we're both in. They have yet to see that the color of their skin allows them to cheat to win. And all of the matching and mixing, but when the chips fall at the end, ask Marcus Dixon what happens when they change their mind, whenever they so choose. Listen, making the decision in life to help the imperialistically abused does not inspire nor amuse. And don't be confused. I run too, and jog when necessary. But unlike Becky, Kate, or Mary, I'm not running practicing for a marathon or a race. I'm running, making sure I can keep my pace, making sure my stamina is fit to stand on the front line when it's time. I've got to be equipped. Don't know how many babies I may have to carry on my back. That's part of the training rights of being woman, girl, and black, but they wouldn't know anything of that. They're running as a means of exercise. I'm running to keep my legacy alive. I'm running in places where I live and do my work. I know the names outside the liquor store and inside the church. I understand why they mad and I know why they hurt. I've heard their stories of being displaced. We got similar histories, families, names, and traits. It's not a mistake because we're intertwined through our fate. So, the white women who teach our kids and go to Africa for fun, those are the white women that run. To those who say black men are the best that they've ever had, so you yearn to carry his seed as a means of making your pops mad. Who use glue to lock their hair and say they love listening to rap. Who want all of the aesthetic and none of the responsibility of being black. I bet if we were to reverse time back and our culture wasn't a popping trend, you wouldn't want so desperately to fit in. This is applicable to strangers, colleagues, y'all, and even my friends. All that running shit has got to end. Look, white women run, sisters like me train. This is just proof us both being women don't make us the same. Word. All day. I'm just gonna go real hard, real ignorantly, because when I did this, my mama screamed. When she saw it, my mama is a lady, and she was like, Detroit, what? East Side. So we're gonna go hard. Y'all ready?
Tell them if they want it, they can come and get that. I swear in my city, I just want less.
It's gonna be real gully. Here we go.
Detroit verse, everybody.
There is a giant old English dude tattooed in invisible ink across my soul. It's what sits me at the table, elbow to elbow. Elks Lodge to halls as big as Kobo. 313 is the area code. We say faux life and what up though? I'm the untold story you just don't know. The rose that breaks through concrete to grow. I am not afraid and have never been. I'm a Detroit girl, baby, and this world's resident. Future, past, and present tense. Is this making sense? See, you just don't get me. Fuck your pity. I rose from the streets, unpaved concrete, and some just gritty. I don't need for everything to be easy and pretty. I am born of Detroit City. No longer will you lament, misrepresent, and commit slander against me. We, us all, standing. Coleman A. Young, strong. Detroit girls are born to ride, and not die. We are the dust daughters, great and grand. We turn your camps into can and feet trek the point prints of timeless sand. So you can't comprehend how we rode the Underground Railroad till the wheels fell off. How we spit this hard and love this soft. How we beat this godly and can tell you off. How there's a rhythm and a beat in our sneeze and our cough. This is the land our ancestors labor bought while they were revolutionary planning in their plans. So get the fuck out of here telling me that I can't. It is in my genetic strand to resist that part of your plan. We imagine the world where others can't see. We'll build our movement in the abandoned vacancies of homes, buildings, and our factories. We be each other's impossibility. Descendants of women who packed up our homes and our families. During the Great Migration, we headed north and landed here. I was born without any fear and enough mojo to make some of y'all stand clear. Detroit been defying y'all odds for years. We be a free man's harbor. I'm labor before, during, and after hours. Women who are born this fine and a little bit smarter, we grind a whole lot harder. Detroit is not this nation's martyr. Detroit girls were born to ride and not die. So there are some things that I won't compromise, like my lion's pride and the tiger in my eyes. I swear I got a pair of red wings to help me to fly. Been bad boys as symbols that greatness survives, cause that's how we thrive. We could feed 8 babies off 1 serving. Baby girls start learning early enough in the game. We are not all built the same. Some of us are built to last, well designed to sustain through the pain. I am one, and our spirit is one. Understand the name, Detroit, Detroit, or the D. I am not easily persuaded or degraded. I build and destroy, steel, aluminum, and alloy. And if my stride or my ego annoys, know that it was cultivated off Woodward and Livernois. I am Detroit, a city that converts non-believers like Jesus. Please believe us. Devout association is one of Detroit's features. We gave homes to one bold enough to quest for freedom. Media got y'all steady believing that we all helpless heathens, but what you're not seeing is we are the kick-ass artists and the teachers, the ones you should believe in. So I pledge allegiance to the city that raised me up and taught me how to recover when I fall in love and out of trust that made being black just the cuss. I am built Chrysler, GM, and Ford tough. I am just soldier and lover enough, because Detroit girls were born to ride and not die. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate y'all going in with me. We have buttons at the merchandise table with some of the quotes from some of the poems. There are books available, and there are T-shirts available that are the Honey Child T-shirts for all of those big sisters, little sisters, or just women that are just sweet enough. Thank you guys so much.